Welcome to the Little Wood House. In this video, I will show you how I created this awesome walnut and resin pen. I recently turned some walnut into a tier tray, and I had a bunch of lengthy shavings left over, so I saved them for a future project, and that project is now here. I'm going to mix together some of this epoxy resin that I got from Total Boat. I'm really excited to use it. We got to use it at Workbench Con, and I'm ready to make my own project now. I'm going to use this black diamond pigment powder that I also got at Workbench Con, and it takes just a small bit. Thank you so much, Gorilla Grip, for these awesome gloves when you're working with sticky stuff. Oh, I love this pigment powder by Black Diamond. It takes such a small amount. I used much more than it was needed, but it is so bright. I cut out some clear PVC, and then we sprayed it with some silicone spray. This you can find at your shoe store usually. Hot glued this onto some corrugated plastic. Alright, now I've got some awesome walnut shavings my husband gathered for me while I was turning a bowl. We're going to stick this into this pipe. I am still so grateful to these Gorilla Grip gloves. Ooh, slow. Well, this is packed in here nicely, so it's going to take time, as you can see. So you do not want to mix your resin until you are ready to go, because it's going to take some time to go down. Oh, I'm touching.
I think we got way too much in there. You want to pull some out real quick?
Yeah.
Here. Set to the side.
Alright, well that didn't work with the small PVC pipe, so what I did is mix the wood in with my resin, and I'm going to stick it back in there. Let's see how that works. This is my first time doing this, so if I fail, I'm not going to feel bad because, well, you fail and then you succeed. Okay, now we're going to take these and we're going to put them in a pressure pot that my husband made out of an old paint tank. Now we're going to put the lid on and seal these up. And we'll put that about 40 psi and wait about 3 hours. Good thing I used a bright color because the walnut made it look much darker. My husband then drilled out the center hole for the brass inserts. I then attempted to remove the resin from the PVC, and I quickly realized I should have used more silicone spray. So we tried a couple of things. Now we're going to use the coping saw. We got all the way to the resin. Then we used the chisel to pry that open. We went all the way down that line that we made, and now it appears to be pretty loose. Oh, and it is. A little bit more loose there. On these new resin pen blanks, we needed to glue in the brass shaft. So we got a little CA glue. They're already roughed up, so we just put that across the barrels and slid them in. And even in the rough state, you could start to see its beauty unfold. I then gave it a good sanding. I added some CA glue and I polished it at a high gloss finish. And wow, it's really looking beautiful. I then used the wood clamps to assemble it. This is not your most efficient way, but it works in a pinch if you're very careful. And just look at the final project. Amazing what a few scraps and a little love can do. The shavings look like swirls floating in a sea of color. And it also works great with this gold finish of the kit.